Hey, how's it going? Today's Monday. It's Christmas morning. I don't know, some people are working, I guess. And I thought I would be taking a look at. I have covered a number of those videos, right? So I was taking a look at hydrogen and perhaps training and free opportunity that you don't need to pay for training is available out there for people who are interested in understanding what hydrogen is, and I have taken a look at financial opportunity for business to build infrastructure and perhaps start using hydrogen ideally, right? From there, I have taken a look at national highways and I think it was six different opportunities out there where you can potentially receive finance to solve any of those problems out there. From there, I have taken a look at different opportunities with tree production, right? And how you myself I would break it down processing seeds. From seeds it would be growing trees and perhaps the full cycle, right? And all of, if it's something that yourself you're interested in. Or if anything, I'm looking to collaborate and working together. Perhaps I'm looking for a business partner. If there's serious people out there looking to engage, right? As well as I have taken a look at a number of those within this video. Let's take a look at some of the press releases that was done beginning of this month and try to understand what the UK bags worked to protect the global water and food supply at COP28 summit. Let's read perhaps this press release and try to understand of some of the targets, strategies, and if what was announced. I haven't read it yet. UK scales up support for sustainable climate resilient farming practices and improves access to clean water in climate vulnerable countries. Let's perhaps start to understand and some of the processes how they're looking to do that. I have coffee. I have my own organization's coffee, my coffee brand, as well as if I could potentially help some of those. Not necessarily limited to only coffee farmers, but perhaps if I'm looking to understand, right, if I can support or help some of the people out there, that would be great. If there's any opportunities, I'm looking to take part, right? UK supports will help farmers around the world adopt sustainable, climate resilient practices. First one, next one. Further, new funding will help countries work towards water security and unlock investment in water management. Okay, great. Next one, smallholder farmers and rural organizations in Africa will have help to boost income without damaging forests. Okay, so the perhaps taking a look at some of those important opportunities. I have seen a number of those available within UK, but most of those that I have seen will be private companies. I don't know. I don't know. I thought might as well skip all of those. People who are interested, there are different opportunities how you can potentially work together with private companies. There's options there. Myself, I don't know. So it doesn't really matter. It's just a thought. I won't myself. I won't take part in those particular ones. Perhaps I will take part in the future ones, and I will take a look and read and cover those. But what I'm saying is, there's a number of opportunities available out there. The UK is scaling up partnership with the World Bank to boost climate resilient farming practices around the world. The UK International Development and Africa Minister will announce the COP28 today, 10th of December. So it was beginning of this month, right? While agriculture is vital for global food security and rural livelihoods, it's also a key driver of climate change and nature loss. Farmers on the front line of the climate change suffer even more frequent, severe weather impacts, including droughts and floods. So, when it comes to perhaps scarcity of water, in particular, perhaps they look to address that unique problem. Improving soil health, land management, and efficient use of fertilizers are some of the changes in the just Rural Transition Support Program. Will work with the climate vulnerable partners countries to adapt so the agriculture policies are more productive and perhaps more sustainable. I have seen Europe is doing a lot of work within this area for people who are interested. I don't know if UK is doing it, but I have seen so many different opportunities within Europe and something that they are doing there. The UK will also provide 10 million throughout the UN Food and Agriculture Organization (FAO) to help smallholder farmers and others improve their income in a way which reduce the impact of natural world, particularly foresters. Climate change and deforestation means that countries like Zimbabwe are suffering droughts, which negatively affect the economies and food production. One example of how a program will help is by supporting smallholder farmers in Zimbabwe, many of whom are women in rural communities. Right. Okay, good. I have met and I spoke with a lot of men and women. That's what I'm gonna say. To expand the business by growing new crops or improve the quality of their produce, linking them to export markets and planting trees to create more sustainable source of raw materials. Okay. I'm reading it for the first time, by the way. Worth taking. So, because they were saying something about the water, and now they're talking about growing trees. I'm reading it for the first time. These announcements follow on from the last month's UK hosted global food security. So we're talking about food security, but perhaps to harness more water and all the droughts. I'm not entirely sure. So how we coming to trees again? I don't know. I thought it's about the food, right? Which brought together countries and international organizations to galvanize support for lasting solutions to prevent famine, wider food insecurity, and malnourished. Today, at the COP28, they focus also on the water alongside food and agriculture. Agriculture accounts for 70% of fresh water use globally and causes 70% of water pollution, which the world facing an unprecedented and accelerating water crisis. Rapid action is needed to ensure that sustainable access to clean water by 2030 is estimated that will be about 40% of the shortfall of fresh water supply with dramatic consequences for people, plant, and nature. Glowing water security, accelerating by climate change, is rapidly undermining the achievements of all sustainable development goals. Okay. So what I'm saying is, so there's a real existing problem, right? People who are interested in solving that problem, I have seen so many different projects. Some of those projects are very large scale projects. I have seen different organizations, non-profit organizations looking to solve those. I've seen a lot of European put together projects where we're looking to solve some of those problems. Now let's perhaps take a look quickly at some of the UK projects and what they're planning on doing, what the targets are, right? Myself, I'm trying to understand how I can take part, right? So that's perhaps within end of this article. I'm interested how I can take part and perhaps make a difference, right? That's what I'm interested in. Okay, I don't know if there's gonna be anything. Hopefully, there will be a person. How I can reach out to this person, or perhaps this is just an announcement, and down the line we're gonna start making a lot of announcements. Perhaps that's a different way, right? But either way, the Just Transition for Water Security Program will provide technical assistance to low-income and/or climate vulnerable countries so they can better manage their water resources. With this, in turn, will strengthen climate resilience for more vulnerable, support more sustainable food systems, and improve drought and food management, all while making sure everyone has access to clean water. The program will also help countries to work towards water security and mobilize much needed investment in water, such as large scale rainwater harvesting. There's a number of ways. So we're looking, so that's urgent, right? Water. Then we're talking about urgent, but perhaps electricity production, lights, perhaps, and many things, right? So how I can support, help, and engage, right? That's what I'm looking to understand. At COP28, the UK has also signed up to the Freshwater Challenge launched at the UN Water Conference in March this year by the government of Colombia. DR Congo. Okay, so there's a number of it. So perhaps I'll take a look at this challenge and try to understand what this challenge is all about. Yourself, if you're interested in learning more, I have published a game strategy with this book. I'm taking a look at business and everything what many people would need to know with regards to business and how you yourself could understand some of the concepts with regards to business, in particular if it's not something that you have done in the past. That would be perhaps the different phases or how I would define it. Phase one would be doing a lot of research and try to understand everything what you would need to know and or different sectors, as much research as you can, right? From phase one, progressing, taking action on that information would be step two of phase two. And once you're taking action, starting setting up a company and know how to do it, right? So and potentially begin generating and acquiring customers, right? From there, phase three would be once you have a lot of access to different resources, how you can allocate or invest. Phase three, you can find it QR code in the corner, company's website below. What is Freshwater Challenge? Freshwater Challenge is a country-led initiative that aims to support, integrate, and or scale the restoration of uh, 300,000 kilometers. Okay, it's not square kilometers. Okay, of degraded rivers and 350 million hectares of degraded waterlands by 2030, as well as conserve intact freshwater ecosystem. 44 countries have joined the Freshwater Challenge so far. The challenge aims to substantial integrate and or accelerate targeted interventions for rivers and wetlands, connecting those with the national plans or strategies. It will increase the overall investment into the restoration and or conservation of freshwater ecosystems and substantially increase the social and or economic returns of those investments. So perhaps if I were to begin with seeds, progress into trees, and perhaps that's potentially perhaps would be a way well, that might be a way how myself I can take part and help. I don't know. Perhaps I can reach out to his team and see if they might be interested in working together. My personal experience, there would be no response. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.